We got some really cool tools here for your shop or for your garage if you're a DIY person. Stay tuned. We're going to go into all those details next. Hi, I'm Todd Cooprider with Esoteric. Today talking about race ramps. Now, this is something that we've been using here at our shop at Esoteric for the better part of 10 years or so. Really, at first, a lot of people were using these in a shop environment like this. They've got a lot of different applications, but they also have some great DIY type stuff. And that's more what we're going to focus on today. Our entire lineup of race ramps is on our website at esotericcarcare.com. So any of the items I don't talk about, you can find more details right there. DIY people, why would you want to use these and what kind of applications? Also, what about the makeup? What are these? These are lightweight. This is a high density foam these are made out of. Made in the USA, just north of us up in Michigan. A company's been around for quite some time. They make great products. All this stuff is like non-skid material. Even though it's like a lightweight foam, you can put a tremendous amount of weight on these. You're not going to distort them. You're not going to change them up. These are incredibly durable. Like I said, here in the shop, we use them every single day. One of the first ones we want to talk about is this Pro Stop right here. And this is really convenient that we have these because I have a new car that doesn't have sensors on the front, doesn't have a camera. I can't see how far in the garage I'm pulling forward. And I've got new cabinets in there. Well, this, simple. You put them in, you figure out how far your car needs to park in the garage. You place these right there, so every time you pull into the garage, the front wheels are going to pull right up to it, and you're parked in the exact same spot every single time. These things are sold in pairs, so you just line them up for your front wheels. Super convenient. You know, this is a non-slip material, but you could bolt them down into the floor if you wanted to, depending on what kind of floor configuration. Super, super convenient, especially when you're trying to play the guessing game of how far you're pulling into your garage. I'll be buying a set of those. Now, those of you who have nice cars that you put up for the winter, don't drive them. What's a big concern that you have? Well, it's flat spots in your tires. That car sits there for 5 months or so. That area where your tires are just sitting on the garage floor, they're going to get flat spots on them. Then when you go to drive it for the first time, you know, you're going to feel the flat spots in the tires. In worst case scenarios, you may end up having to buy a new set of tires in the spring. No fun. Well, that's where these come into play. These are super nice. They're sold in a set of 4 pieces. You're going to put these up against the tires to get a feel for it. You're going to drive up onto them, and then all 4 wheels are going to be cradled in this area right here. That way you're not just sitting on the small flat spot of the tire. All of this right here curves to fit the tire, and you're not going to run into those kind of issues. Another thing about these come in 3 different widths depending on the size of your wheels and tires on your car. You've got a sports car, you're going to want to get one of the wider ones. You've got, you know, something maybe a little bit older, has skinnier tires, get the smaller one. But one other important note, if you're going to be using these to prevent flat spots because you're putting the car away, you also want a battery charger. We've got those as well. EsotericCarCare.com. These are fantastic for anybody that's putting their car away in storage. And the last one we want to talk about here a little bit is your basic ramp. I believe this is a 56-inch ramp. So if you're a DIY person at home, you need to get underneath the car. You're wanting to do something with the front end, maybe doing an oil change or something. You've got a nice angle here, so even something with a lower splitter, you can drive up. You got your stop point right here. It's going to be very safe and secure. You can get underneath the car, do whatever work. You can use it on the front end. You can use it on the back end. Maybe you're changing out some aftermarket mufflers or something. You want to raise that up. Super, super convenient. Once again, anti-slip material, really dense. These things are not going to break down. And the safety aspect of it, getting up on here, working underneath, it's a big deal. I'm usually not real comfortable being under a car when they're on jack stands. It's probably perfectly safe, but you know, for me, in my mind, I feel more comfortable with a car being on something like this. And you know, you've got a handle right here at the end, easy to move them around, carry them around. store them up against the wall or whatever in your garage. A couple of the other ones that are on our website at esotericcarcare.com. One, you're gonna have wheel chocks, and that's gonna be you're transporting your car around on a trailer, or let's say you're a delivery driver or whatever. It's nice to be able to put those behind the wheel so the car doesn't move around. Another one, for those of you who have lifts in your shop, we've got the ramps that are designed to help it go up on the lift, super convenient. And the other one is more of a utility block. You can jack the car up, put them on there. I've seen people even use them at car shows. They want to lift a car up. Maybe you want to show off the underneath side of your car. So we've got some options. Check them out on the website. Get all the details of them to find out which is going to be the best for your specific application. Also, we've got individual specifications on these with sizes and weights and load capacities on our website at esotericcarcare.com. Check out all the details. I think these are going to help you out in your DIY or your professional setting to keep your cars in better condition. As always, we appreciate you hanging out with us here on the Esoteric channel. Thanks. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.